Maybe you could tell me, I ventured. Yes? When exactly did I die last? I sense I was an 18th century sort of chap. Would you happen to know by any chance? It is no matter, he said. And yet I think he lied. They all of them lied always, all spoke the truth, only to confound or deceive. The basic rule applied to all of us is, kill all hope, always. I didn't know that, of course, not at that stage. I was barely inducted. I was a tyro, a neophyte fiend. I was naive. Could you then tell me at least, perhaps, what I was in my last life? You were a man, if that is what you're worrying about. No. I mean my station in life, my social status, my professional activities, my associations and the like. Was I, for example, anyone important? Was I at least a professional person? Surely you can tell me that. Your Honour, you were a judge. A judge? A judge of what? A judge at law. Of course, not a judge at Crufts. A circuit judge, in the family courts. Oh yes, you were fine indeed. I don't mind saying I was gratified, most gratified, to hear this. No riff-raff then. And where would that have been, pray? I asked. Oh, you were among friends. You were in a place where our people are exceedingly effective. Effective? Yes, and positively swarming in the workplace. Swarming? Case study workers like yourself. They abound in Blair's New England. England? What a relief! But who, I wondered momentarily, is Blair? You know, I rather fancied I was English, I confided, feeling a moment of pleasure at last. You lived in England, and you worked in the English courts, Your Honour. Well, yes, indeed. I like to strike the congenial note. And that is why you are here. Oh. Notwithstanding, I told myself that he is probably mistaken. There will be time, I hoped, to sort out these anomalies. But where, pray, in England? I asked, merely to keep things moving, as it were. You did not die in Grubden. In Grubden, Surrey, you died intestate. You died a year ago, last week. Oh. I put on a brave face, all right, and I was quite dry-eyed, so to speak, hearing about my poor dead little self. Do let me know. I suppose I died a venerable death, in my bed, surrounded by family members. You died in Sussex. Ah, the Downs. On a farm. I'm a tad surprised. I have no truck with farms, in fact. In a concrete pig pen, you died. I'm sorry, Your Honour. Your Honour, you were tortured to death. What? Tortured to death? In England? What century was that? But really, he said firmly, dismissing my inquiries as though they were the babblings of a waking child, none of this matters in the least. Now read, if you please. It is required. You could buy the English Project, the newspaper novel, for the artworks. Yes, that makes very good sense, after all. Some of these artists are soon to become famous. Remember, you heard it here first. Or buy the English Project for the writing. That's a no-brainer, too. Or you could buy the English Project because it is truly unique and definitely collectible. But most of all, you should buy the English Project, the newspaper novel, to make yourself equal to those who consider themselves to be authorities over you, those who work so hard to pull the wool over your eyes. Buy the English Project to make yourself equal to their tricks and ploys, and even if you never read it through, keep it about the house, close to you. Let it remind you that power is corrupt, that authority is always compromised, that only the truth will do, and you can demand it as your right, even here, perhaps especially here in England.